Wrestling has more than one. Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go, show recaps predictions sports.
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go.
What's going on, everybody? It's the EVP from the EVP Show, and obviously I'm joined by my co-host. This is going to be bittersweet, but not that bittersweet, because we're not saying goodbye forever. We're just saying goodbye for now. To Doubleheader Tuesday. This is going to be the last stream of NFL recaps until the NFL season kicks back off. Obviously, we'll probably do some sort of fun fantasy draft sometime in like August or something like that. But yeah, this is the last Doubleheader Tuesday for quite a few months. Obviously, we got some plans in the works. Obviously, Miami's going to be doing some stuff with the draft. And I'm going to be picking up TNA and LFG, obviously, to take NFL spot until the season kicks back off. But before we get started, before I go to Miami, obviously, me, Miami, everybody from DWE, after the Slam has, I talked about it last night on the Raw Recap on Sunday Scoops. After the Slam is doing a WWF Old School Intercontinental Championship raffle that will end on February the 28th. It's pretty simple, guys, to get into this raffle. You just scan the QR code. You make sure that you scan it. Pay the $15. Obviously, you can enter as many times as you want. And then you must, the qualifications, obviously, is you must subscribe to Talk It Up Wrestling Podcast, After the Slam Podcast, and also the EVP Show. I have picked up a few new subs, so I know that some people have entered the contest. And I'm going to just go ahead and play the video. And put the pictures out there for you guys. But yeah, he explains it very well and thoroughly. Obviously, if anybody has any questions on how to enter, we'll talk about it again towards the end of the stream. But it's pretty self-explanatory. But you got to make sure that you are subscribing to these pages, because that is part of getting into this raffle. And like he left after the Slam will say in the video, whatever proceeds that go towards the belt, like this leftover, will go towards that next championship belt. So I don't think it's going to stop. It's going to be like a continuing pattern for these raffles for these championship belts. I see there's quite a few other people that's going live at the same time, but we are the best NFL sports podcast on X and YouTube. But we're going to go ahead and go. I think I lost Miami for a minute. But while I wait on him to come back, we will go ahead and go to this video from After the Slam Podcast. Make sure you guys pay close attention to this. He will explain all the rules and explain. They will need to connect their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. All right, so Miami's back. I will go ahead and play this video so you guys can see everything that I'm talking about. So make sure you pay close attention to it. And then if there's any questions, obviously put in the comments or message me Miami after the slam. So here you go. Enjoy.
Hey guys, it's me, Bodacious Albert from the After the Slam podcast, and today we are announcing big news. For the first time in After the Slam history, we are going to do our first raffle giveaway. After the Slam podcast and the DWE, we're giving away our first championship belt. It's easy to enter. All you gotta do is scan that QR code and pay $15 to enter the raffle. And guess what? It's simple. If every $15 you put in, it's an extra raffle and a better spot for you to win. And what am I talking about? We are giving away the classic Intercontinental Championship. This title is going to be given away to a lucky winner. All you got to do is scan that QR code and pay that $15. Imagine winning a championship belt for only $15. But there's also a catch. You need to subscribe to all of the DWE members' YouTube channels. After the Slam, Talk It Up, and the EVP show. So get going. Get a chance to win an IC championship belt. Shipped straight to your door. Only $15. It's all in your hands. The funds of this contest will go on to buying a new championship belt every single month so we can do a giveaway. So don't miss it. Become the Intercontinental Champion of the IWC. For more info, look at the description below and you can see all the details there. Become the Intercontinental Champion.
All right, guys. The video is very self-explanatory. Just make sure you scan that QR code. Pay the $15. You can enter as many times as you want. It is a classic WWF Intercontinental Championship belt. And there's going to be more belts. So obviously, $15 to win that title is a very good deal. Just make sure you subscribe to the After Slam podcast, Talking Up Wrestling podcast, and the EVP show to get entered into that raffle. It's a really great thing that After Slam came up with, obviously. And he said in the video he's going to continue to do that. So yeah, super excited about it. And this will go all the way to the end of February, to Elimination Chamber, the raffle. You can enter all the way up until February 28th, and then after Slam, we'll draw the winner on his podcast on March the 1st for the Intercontinental Championship belt. So it's all in your hands. Make sure you get entered into that contest. But so we got that out of the way. So welcome to the last NFL show of the 2025-2026 season. Obviously, we'll start this back up week one or probably a week before week one for the 2026-2027 season. But I'm joined by my co-host, the CEO of DWE, and they have the table, Miami the Great. What's going on, man? This is the last one. Man, the Super Bowl, bro. Man.
Man, who you telling? Look, it's so bad. X won't even let us goddamn repost the space. Yeah, the live. That's how bad the Super Bowl was. But now CJ, yeah, I feel like it was. Man, we gonna have the NFL guys to do something, man. We seen the colors for the next year. I came up with a couple teams in my mind of who could make next year, and maybe two of the teams that could be in it. It could be better, but I think next year they got to do something, man. It was maybe probably it hasn't been this low scoring through the whole season. We ain't seen it in a while, so it would be really interesting how we go forward and on how we go when they do this whole NFL for next year. But this Super Bowl, it reminded me, and I think the commentator said It was like that Rams game, CJ. Do you remember that one when it was real low scoring? It was everybody was saying it was worse in the NFL that next year. There's a lot of rules, and then we got a lot of that next year we got a lot of people doing touchdowns that next year and everything. So I'm wondering, is the NFL gonna change something else so it can be more interesting? Because this season, even with not some of the injuries, it still wasn't like a lot of high pack, highlight worthy touchdowns, catches, things like that. So I'm wondering how the NFL will go forward, especially this Super Bowl, man. I guess it was true once Drake Merritt came up towards a good defense. I guess he couldn't do it. It seemed like he just fell apart, CJ. It was just a mess. So I was just wondering. The way they play, CJ, I don't think they going back next year because defense gonna know how to play them now.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: there's a lot of critics out there. Obviously Tom Brady lost his. They said Tom Brady. A comparison. Let's not ever get it twisted. NFL people out there and all you beautiful people that's watching the best sports podcast there is out there on X and YouTube. Let's go ahead and end this Drake May, Tom Brady comparison. I've seen Tom Brady play with teams with less talent. I've seen him play against better defenses. Ray Lewis and all them from the Ravens. The year that Brady and them beat the Seahawks, he went up against the fucking Legion of Boom with Richard Sherman and all those guys, and he still put up fucking 28 points. So for me, I don't want to say that Drake May is a failure. I mean, he came down to the very end on the MVP balloting, but the whole story of the Super Bowl was the New England Patriots left side of the offensive line just did not hold up. And when he had time, which was not often, he wasn't hitting besides garbage time TDs and that one pass to Matt Collins for the touchdown pass, he was missing people wide open. It reminded me so much of Sam Darnold when he played against Brady, when he was with the Jets, like when he was seeing the ghosts and shit. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Sam Darnold just played out of his fucking mind, because he did not. The Patriots defense kept them in the game for about 3-ish quarters. And they did exactly what the fuck I said they were going to do on the stream last week. And that was take JSN out of the game. We did not have a touchdown, Miami.
Yeah.
Obviously, until Cooper Kupp. Until late in the third quarter.
Fourth quarter?
Third quarter.
Third quarter, man. What? Man.
And hold up, before we go any further.
If y'all want us to make no money, just say that, NFL.
Before we go any further, Cooper Kupp, fuck you. That's all I want to say. You led the whole Super Bowl in receiving yards. You had 6 catches for 61 yards. You dropped a fucking touchdown pass, which should have been the first. I took Matt Collins as first touchdown scorer. He was the first touchdown scorer for the Patriots, which was the second touchdown scorer of the game. But FanDuel, I'm going to tell you, man, you motherfuckers are down bad, because my buddy took A.J. Barner and hit the jackpot, and y'all only gave that man $111 in bonus bets. out of $3 million. And on top of that, that man has to spend the whole fucking bonus bets on one bet. You guys are not even letting him stretch that shit out.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Only ones that do that is DraftKings so far.
Well,
DraftKings
no,
will let you
because
split it down.
well, no, because when I hit the fucking NBA jackpot, I didn't have to spend the whole $2,600 on one bet. Like, they let me spread that shit out. I had a week to do it, but he called me today and he said, they're not letting me change the amount of the bonus bet. Like, I have to put the whole $111 on one bet. And I mean, come on, FanDuel. Like, you motherfuckers put out $6 million. And how does AJ Barner only get $111? And he wasn't even in the top 5 most bet anytime TDs, which I did say that a tight end was going to score. I thought it was going to be both of them. I thought it was going to be Barner and Henry. But Ramondre Stevenson got the second half of the jackpot, and he got $100 and I believe $32, which his line was like even like higher, or he had even better odds than Barner. So FanDuel, you motherfuckers, like, I haven't deposited shit back in y'all. Y'all try to get me back in with that 25% deposit bonus, up to $500. But I'm telling you right now, you motherfuckers be lucky if I put another dime in there before baseball season. Honestly, I
don't touch it.
When NFL comes back next season and hockey, I will be completely shifted over to DraftKings. I'm currently working on Discord for me in Miami. I'm trying to get it perfected. I don't want it to look half-assed because obviously it's a cappers Discord. So you don't want it to look like, somebody just threw some shit together and people come in there and like, man, these motherfuckers, like, what the fuck is this shit? So, like, I'm taking my time on it. I'm not rushing it. I want it to look really good and professional. But FanDuel, you motherfuckers are dirty. Y'all didn't want no motherfuckers to make no money on that Super Bowl. And everybody was betting the Super Bowl when they really probably should have been betting the NBA that day because, man, last night, they tore the fucking books up with NBA last night. But it ultimately Miami, like, Drake May didn't play good, but you can't throw the football down the field if your offensive line. And the sad part is the Seahawks played zone defense the entire game. Stephon Diggs is one of the best receivers in football against zone defense, and he didn't have a catch until like the third quarter. And they were rushing only 4 people.
I would the way he played, I would have left him at the game too, like somebody else did.
Cardi B with all that crazy shit. Obviously, Stephon Diggs' baby mama. I don't know which one, but she was sitting front row. Apparently, this Cardi B Stephon Diggs thing was all publicity stunt, which I don't fucking know. With these people in Hollywood, but the sad part about this is Miami is Seattle was getting home with only rushing 4. They literally played zone defense, and they were getting to Drake every time I turned around. He was on his ass. And they were only bringing 4. They were only bringing 4 people. So like,
say he got sacked 19 times. CJ,
that's
19. That's crazy.
That's unacceptable.
I was like, and it kind of proved to the critics that New England proved to the critics that if you get the Drake Maverick, y'all can't beat us. And I know next year a lot of defenses are going to take that method into nature. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of y'all betting apps putting out all these different scenarios And I'm gonna say it like somebody else said it on a TikTok. Ain't no goddamn way y'all better not let Miami be in the Super Bowl next year. Or this shit scripted. I'm gonna stop watching NFL if Miami's in this fucking NFL. Cause one, they ain't got no quarterback right now. I
No.
don't care who they go get. Who they gonna go get? That's one.
I mean the
Ain't
logo.
no way.
The logo is this shit is like this like the guy that you send me all his stuff on X that I started following him and watching his videos. He's a comedian, obviously, but the Super Bowl logo, if you kind of dissect it, it kind of looks like a Cincinnati Bengals, Chicago Bears Super Bowl. But
yeah.
But I do think that I said a couple of weeks ago that Cincinnati, when Joe Burrow plays a full season, that they're gonna have a chance. He's good.
Yeah.
Like the motherfucker's good.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase.
He just gotta stay healthy.
But when I listened to Matthew Stafford talk at the award ceremony when he got the MVP, he said, "We'll be back next year to play in this extra game." And they kept showing Puka Nacua after the game like fucking drunk. They showed him with the Lombardi trophy, talking about Cooper Kupp. I know they've already ran the Super Bowl with the Bengals and the Rams a few years ago when Burrow lost to Stafford. But I wouldn't be surprised, Miami, if it's not Cincinnati and the Rams next year. I really wouldn't. New England's schedule, I saw it for next year, and it's fucking stacked. But how convenient.
I figured that.
How convenient that they're already talking about, because obviously the Super Bowl champion always kicks off week 1, which I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about when that time comes around for next season. But they're already talking about the Seahawks and the Rams could possibly be meeting week 1. I mean, what the fuck? Here we go. Like, is that going to be a big matchup in the playoffs again next year? Seattle played great, but people are comparing them to that defense that they had with Richard Sherman and Bobby Wagner and all them when they played Brady. Get the fuck out of here. No, they're not as good. It's just New England's offensive line sucked terribly. Tom Brady would have probably struggled with that offensive line. I mean, he would have found a way because he's a GOAT. He would have been doing dump passes or something. Drake May was holding on to the ball, trying to throw that motherfucker 60 yards down the field. Tom Brady wouldn't have been doing that shit, man. He would have been trying to run the ball or screens or dump passes. Drake May got away from the whole game plan that the New England Patriots play every single season. So everybody can throw this Tom Brady, Drake May shit. They can put it off the bed, which I do want to announce that Tom Brady is a leading candidate. Rob Gronkowski said it on the Kay Adams show. He said, "Don't let any of you fucking people be fooled. Tom Brady's still working out every day. Don't be surprised if Tom Brady is not the quarterback for the 2028 USA flag football men's football Olympic team. He don't have to move around in the pocket, bro. It don't make a fuck how old he is. That man is still in fucking hella great shape. I I don't know. I think it's gonna happen.
And like I told you, I text you. I said it's flag, so it ain't gonna
Yeah,
be. It ain't too bad. So you know what I'm saying. Now
he's
will it
got the
be?
arm.
I think
I
it'll be
mean,
a little different than what we be doing. That wild that All Star game. I mean not All Star game, but the pro game because them guys
yeah,
that we gonna be taking on, man, they take that shit serious. So
yeah,
I hope that nobody don't think they're gonna be just a kiki kaka kaka thing when they go over there. Because if so, we gonna get beat, man. I don't care what nobody say. You gotta think about it. Them boys been over there doing it for a minute now.
yeah. I mean, there's no doubt. But like, everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna put Tom Brady above Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes?" Well, fuck yeah, you are. I mean, and then, all he's got to do is read the defense. It's 5-on-5. You think that
Yeah,
Tom Brady can't carve up a fucking defense? That man can look at a defense and tell you exactly what the fuck he's gonna do, and he ain't got to scramble. He ain't got to worry about blocking. He just got to find somebody open, and he can still throw the fuck. I mean, there's plenty of videos showing him still throwing the ball 60, 70 yards down the field. So I would love to see it just as a Brady fan. I think he could take Team USA a long ass ways. Um, but one rumor that came up, I watched Travis Kelsey on his sister in law's podcast, which is I can't think of her fucking name right now, but obviously she's married to Jason. Um Travis has not announced his retirement yet. And honestly, I thought he was gonna retire, but there's rumors circulating that the Seahawks could sign Kenneth Walker from the that the
I
Chiefs could
think
sign.
I seen that. I seen that,
If
and
they do
I'm like,
that,
if that happen, I don't think he's leaving CJ.
I mean, he's
But
not playing for
why was
more than.
he why was Seattle? Why y'all giving up y'all good running back though? It's crazy. I'm
So,
shocked there. And since we on the topic of if we thinking Seattle's gonna go back next
no,
year, I don't think they can go back without that running game because you got to think about it. They're mixing up with Walker and the guy who's backing them up, and I don't think the
Charbonnet.
guy who's I don't think the guy who's backing them up can run like Walker, man. I just don't think it's CJ.
I mean, if they get Walker up, that's just that. I don't. I won't understand that. Like I said, this was a field goal game. I mean, for a while there, I was texting you, me and you, we were texting throughout the whole Super Bowl. Um, and I thought the kicker from fucking Seattle was gonna win the fucking MVP. I mean, it was
I
like
did
12.
too. I was saying in my mind, I said, man, would this ever be a first time ever a kicker wins MVP for a Super Bowl? I said they might be trying to pull off that. I said, what would
I'm
it be the odds? That'll be a history thing. I said, yep. It seemed like something they'll do. At first, I thought that was gonna be.
well, JSN was apparently hurt. Now FanDuel, they're dirty, bro. They put Cam Akers out there on the fucking anytime. That motherfucker never saw the field. They didn't release about Jake Bobo breaking his hand in the NFC Championship game until after like the second quarter. And then you didn't see him come in until JSN went to the locker room. So FanDuel played everybody on that game. Um but I mean, I'll give Seattle credit where it's due because you know they came in with the game plan. They made adjustments at halftime. They were able to put the ball in the end zone. They were able to. Did you know that at one point in time, the Patriots had more punts than first downs? Like that's fucking
It was
unbelievable.
man. And I could kind of see the names they was throwing in that when they came out with a color, because you can think about it. You said Bengals, they got a good quarterback. I even seen people say maybe the Browns, and I was like, yeah, well, you got Shador, but I was like, man, that's a stretch, I was like, but hey, think about the attention it bring. Then I seen the Bears. We seen how good that crazy throw that Caleb Williams throw. So I was like, yeah. Then I seen people say Jacksonville. I was like, yeah, Jacksonville play good. You can't throw Kansas City in there because we don't know when Patrick's gonna be back. So on the other side, it's iffy. It seems like everybody's leaning more to, these good quarterbacks that's on the opposite side of this, color, the brown. And I'm like, yeah, most of these colors that we thinking of, they got some decent quarterbacks. They just need some pieces here and there. And I'm like, well, maybe they trying to tell us that, hey, we're gonna have a more explosive Super Bowl, because man, I can understand y'all ain't want us to win no money, but man, somebody just should have put a bunch of punts and kick field goals on their money line on their slip, man.
I mean,
I showed you one slip where somebody actually betted any TDs that had each one right. You was like, man, ain't no way. I was like, man, and you know what, CJ? For the first time when I didn't bet, there was gonna be no TDs in the first quarter. It fucking hit. I said, you know what? I'm done. I was done. I said, man, now if I would have bet it wouldn't hit it. It wouldn't hit. I know it wouldn't hit.
Well, coming into it, I knew that New England was going to take JSN out of the game. That's just the Bill Belichick way. Mike Vrabel was brought up like that to the Patriots organization. They always take away the number one weapon. I thought that they would also stop the run. Kenneth Walker had over 80 yards rushing within the first two quarters. So obviously when you can run the football, you're going to be able to get close enough. But I do feel like Sam Darnold still played, and me and you talked about this a lot. They did win the Super Bowl, but if Sam Darnold wants to make a legacy out of himself or out of that team, he has got to learn to stop forcing the fucking ball to JSN.
Man,
he was not looking anywhere else.
I was texting you. I said, CJ, you weren't lying. This ain't, you got Cup. You couldn't throw it to nobody else. You forcing it. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna be able to do that next year.
And you seen when he threw the ball to Cooper Kupp. I mean, obviously, we can pull up the fucking the stats, but Cooper Kupp had 6 catches for 61 yards. He led the whole fucking Seattle and New England in receiving, which they didn't have that bet. Fucking FanDuel, you piece of shit. Obviously, Cooper made one big drop, which could have been the first TD. I took him for the jackpot. But I just needed that motherfucker to score. I had him on 3 different slips with the other person that scored, and Cooper just could not get in the end zone because Seattle was so far ahead. They didn't really have to score much after Barner scored. And then I picked New England's defense to score a touchdown, and it was fucking Seattle, that defense that actually scored a touchdown. So I was very ass backwards in that. I'm not going to lie. I was really shocked on how that Super Bowl played out. I thought it was going to be way more competitive, way more points. I thought it was going to come down to the end, the last drive of the game. But that offensive line for New England was absolutely atrocious. If you can get to the quarterback only rushing 4 players, your offensive line sucks. And I don't understand how they made it playing teams like Houston and Denver, who had better defenses than Seattle, who rushed the quarterback. I don't understand what happened. I don't know if it was a breakdown in communication, if that left side of that line was just I don't know, Miami. I really don't. It was just complete dominance from start to finish. I don't even really. Everybody wants to be like, oh, well, Drake made through for 2 touchdown passes. So, well, yeah, the motherfucker was down 20 something points. Seattle defense was playing prevent. They didn't give a fuck. They let him throw it down the field. Like, the game was already over by the time he had done through the second one. And he could have run it in. And he flipped it out to Stevenson because there was probably $1 million on Drake May scoring a touchdown. He had a clear open path to run straight into the end zone, and he flipped the ball out to Stevenson. Like, I don't know. They need to do something with the way they structure these games. Miami, they really do. I guess if we were going to make our money, we needed to make it on the NFC Championship game with Seattle and the Rams, because that's when all the big stars scored. We did not see that in the Super Bowl. I mean, Kenneth Walker didn't score. JSN didn't score. Hunter Henry didn't score. Stephon Diggs didn't score. It was bad.
Man, you can't.
Bad.
I mean, I understand that it was a defensive game and you wanted it to be a good game, but we went almost 3 quarters without a touchdown. Who wants to? This is Super Bowl. Who wants to see that?
Nobody.
I knew people in Discord. We was like, some people was like, we going to sleep. It was like, this is bad. You was bringing up the worst Super Bowl we had. Like I say, it was the Raiders. I think it was Raiders and I think that was with Seattle, if I'm not mistaken.
It was the Rams and the Patriots when Brady beat Jared Goff. It was like 13-7 or some shit like that. It was or 13-3, 16-3.
Then they try to play. I guess they try to downplay it because I don't know if you've seen. They were saying Drake Maverick, he ain't gonna need surgery. So I guess they was trying to say he was playing hurt.
Oh my God!
Now he was hurt. I'm like, no, they was just getting him. I was like, just call what it is. Somebody he ain't gonna need surgery.
Man.
I was like, man, come on, man.
The only surgery he's gonna need.
Just call it what it is.
The only surgery that man's gonna need is to learn how to pick his ass up off the ground. Because that offensive line, and like I said, you can't put 100%. I mean, you can, because he had chances in the game where he would just throw that motherfucker down the field and try to hit somebody. All he had to do was just try to get some passes going, like 10 yards. Get a first down. Get some momentum. Don't throw the bitch like 55 yards down the field and expect to get something started. That's not New England football. He got away from how they play. And I was afraid going in that if they fell behind and he's so young, he was throwing.
What are we doing? I'm talking about he'll throw it towards the person, but throw it towards the ground. I'm like, what are we doing? Even short passes, I'm like, come on, man. What are we doing? Like, y'all can't, y'all just said, forget everybody. Y'all ain't gonna get yardage. Y'all ain't gonna get catches, receiving. Y'all ain't gonna get the any TDs. Only thing y'all gonna get, if you bet it, was field goals. Who betted field goals?
Nobody.
Come on now, Vegas. You can't get us nothing. I mean, it could have been a low scoring game. You could have still did this same score with touchdowns of a scoring game.
Yeah, and the funny thing is,
like, come on, man.
is I was looking at
Y'all
the
didn't want us to win that bad.
I was looking at the Super Bowl squares on FanDuel because they obviously did a fourth quarter Super Bowl square where you could pick the number for each team. And believe it or not, whether you people fucking believe it or not, Seattle 9 and Patriots 6 was like plus 40,000. So if I just had put $5 on that shit just to say, okay, well, maybe it'd be a crazy ass fucking score. I didn't, but a lot of people did, and they fucking, it was 29-16 or 29-13. 9-3 was the fourth quarter hit on FanDuel.
I wouldn't guess that. Me, you we got almost close. We did say one team was gonna get 20, but we was thinking it was gonna be more closer. We had both teams almost like low 20s.
Yeah,
so me and you did get like the 20 part, boy, but Seattle got just a little higher. They almost had got 30, but I didn't think New England was gonna be that low, CJ.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at the stats, I mean, it was 3-0 Seattle after the first quarter. So it's anybody's game at that point. Even at halftime, the Seahawks got the ball first. It's 9-0. It's 9-0 going into the third quarter. Wait, we didn't even get a fucking touchdown till the fourth quarter. There was no touchdowns till the fourth quarter. It was all field goals. The fuck?
I told you.
Motherfucker, man. Like, the
I
Patriots got the ball.
I was like, hold up. Let me make sure come in the fourth quarter, CJ.
It was the fourth quarter. It was.
The fourth quarter. Who?
I
thought it was. I was like, man, you got to be kidding me now. Come on.
So you're telling me,
what are you doing here, man?
And you're looking at the stats right now. We're both looking at it, and the people that's watching the stream, there was 12 points scored in 3 quarters, and they were all by Seattle. Now you go to the fourth quarter, and there was 30 points scored between both teams. Now you tell me how that shit plays out. Like how that's possible. That, man, what kind of shit do they got going on in the NFL, man? I'll let you take over with the stats, bro.
And I said, CJ, I said, man, they ain't gonna let us win. But I ain't think they was gonna do this bad, CJ.
I
ain't think it was gonna be this bad. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. I'm like, you can't make this up.
Nope. 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Man. And I was like, I text you. I was like, I said, hey, my first TD ain't gonna hit. I knew both of them. I said, it's gonna be a wild person. I knew once we got so close to the fourth quarter, I said, see, that ain't gonna hit it. I ain't had the person not one bit on a slip saying he was gonna get the first one.
But not the first.
I knew I wasn't gonna hit that.
I didn't have him for the first, but I had him in a 2-leg with Cooper Kupp. And of course,
I had Kupp, I had Diggs, I even had Drake Maverick just in case.
He should have scored.
I had both of the tight ends just in case. I was like, okay, maybe JSN will maybe sneak in and get one. And that was probably it, because I was like, all right, this might be the people. Man, once again, they screwed us and F us. I was like, yep, well, here we go. I knew. And like you said, I was thinking like you was thinking about the fourth quarter. I was like, the MVP might be a kicker.
I mean,
I was really thinking that.
For a little bit, I was like,
should have gave it to the kicker. Why not?
Well, one of the touchdowns was scored by a defense. So like truly there was only truly there was only two or there was only three offensive touchdowns scored. Seattle defense scored one, AJ Barner scored one, Matt Collins for the Patriots scored the first touchdown for them, and then Ramondre Stevenson scored the last one. So there was a total of 4 touchdowns scored in the entire fucking game. Look, I'll let you go through the stats because it just makes me sick. Like, look at their passing yards. I mean, what the fuck? Like, oh yeah, they're both getting two. They're both throwing for 300. What the fuck? 202 passing yards for Sam Darnold. 1 TD. One.
I can't say because I did see this bet and somebody did say both quarterbacks because I was thinking, well, hey, they'll get 2 TDs because it's the Super Bowl. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even want you to get that. I'm like, come on, man.
Sam Darnold.
I'm like, CJ, what we doing here, man?
This man, look, this man completed 50%. Sam Darnold completed only 50% of his passes. He was 19 for 38, 202 yards with 1 touchdown pass. Drake May, 20s. He threw the ball. Oh my God, this is not New England football. He threw the ball 43 times. 2 TDs, 2 interceptions. Look at the rushing
43.
Yard. Oh my God.
And I can just imagine how many completions they got.
27 out of 43.
I mean, I can just imagine how many people got some. I can just imagine how many receiving yards because we just see the top receivers here. So you got you got Hollins.
Yeah.
Your tight end. I mean your wide receiver. He got 4 reception TD. That's the most reception yards on the New England team. 78.
4 catches. CJ. 4 catches for 78 yards and a TD. Cooper Kupp, 6 catches, 61 yards. He had 14 targets, Miami. Cooper Kupp had 14 fucking targets. JSN, 10 targets in the first half, 1 catch for 4 yards. What the fuck?
And Patriots, y'all need to get a running back.
Yes.
This said 37 yards from your quarterback, 5 carries. And this is the reason why I'm surprised they Kansas City won't Walker. Look, 135 yards, CJ, 27 carries. Can you imagine him on Kansas City?
Oh man,
shit! I'm putting him on the money line every time. I don't care if Patrick ain't there yet. They gonna run that ball until Patrick get back. They'll run. They don't have to worry about the running game now. If you can stop the running game, you're good. But if you can't, you F.
Well, that's the problem.
Forget about it. So ain't no way Walker back to go to the team.
That's the problem right there is you're looking at Kenneth Walker. He had 27 rushing attempts with 135 yards. And none of the backups barely touched the fucking ball, which I didn't expect them to anyway. But, I mean, New England was so focused on stopping JSN that they completely forgot how to stop the run. And they stopped the run against Houston. They stopped the run against Denver, the 2 best fucking defensive teams in football. And they let Kenneth Walker run like Walter Payton out there. Kenneth Walker like Walter Payton out there. Or Emmitt Smith.
Hello?
Man.
Hello?
Brother.
That one like, man. When I see that, because you must see the same post I seen. I was like, man, ain't no way.
bro.
I said, Seattle give up Walker, man. They need to be drug tested. They need to be
So,
drug tested.
so I came up with an idea. I was thinking about this. Obviously, me and Miami Discord is going to be popping here. I'll probably since football season's over. I'm probably going to have it ready in probably about a week or two. Probably 2 weeks tops. But next year, I came up with an idea for DWE. So what we're going to do, if Miami, obviously Miami's the boss. Obviously, I don't call the shots, but this is just a pitch. What we're going to do is we're going to have a DWE only. If you're not in DWE, your ass ain't getting in. So we're going to have a DWE only fantasy. No, hold on. A fantasy football league. And it's not going to be for no money. It's going to be for fun. We ain't got to put no money up. I know how to set the fucking league up. I've been doing this shit for years. And we're going to we may do a stream where we do our fantasy draft on the fucking stream. Like, who the fuck's ever done that? Nobody. Nobody's ever done that on a stream. So I think next year that's a great idea to bring everybody, because I mean, who knows, we may have a couple new members of DWE by then. Just doing all DWE fantasy football league. I mean, we got plenty of people in DWE that, I mean, even if it's just 6 of us. I mean, I played in leagues with 6 people, with 6 teams, with 8 teams, with 12 teams. I think it'll be something fun to do. Everybody will have a stacked ass team, and we just duke that shit out. And and then when we do our streams weekly for NFL, we can be like, all right, well, this is how the DWE, week 1 played out, and we can show all the scores and shit like that. So I think that brings a fun element to DWE. As well with this NFL recap show. And I mean, it's something that I can completely make myself. Like, I already have fucking several fantasy football leagues. All I have to do is just set the shit up,
Edition, man.
send the link out, and
like I say, I don't mind. I don't mind defense. I love like when there's excitement. We on the edge and we just getting those. Even when it comes down to that nail biter, like what Caden Williams did when he threw the ball and we was down to the last second, and it was just, if Joe Burrow can stay healthy. I'd rather say everybody on the Bears stay healthy. I know a few players on the Giants, they're gonna come down in the end. I'm not sleeping in on Washington. I keep telling y'all that because their whole team is gonna be back healthy. They probably gonna be on a maybe Tampa Bay.
Well, that division is gonna be good.
NFL, Miami, beating their whole division. New England still gonna be still on Jacksonville, because I'm pretty sure you gotta think what's his name, Trevor Lawrence was playing with some players that some of his players was injured. He gonna get them players back. So ain't no way y'all gonna let Miami hit, because I want to know who the hell gonna be their quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just know
I just
that
want to know CJ.
I just know that Josh Allen, him and New England and Buffalo are in the same division. They're gonna have to play each other twice again next year. If Josh Allen gets any help at all,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Hell,
with,
Miami got to take on Buffalo. So we
yeah,
saying Miami gonna be beating Buffalo twice?
no,
Ain't no
no,
way.
no.
Ain't no way. Y'all, I want to know who the heck the quarterback gonna be. It was gonna be Tom damn Brady.
Are they bringing Brady? Is Brady coming out of retirement? I mean, I'm telling you right now.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now.
Mahomes?
Is
If
that
they get
if that
Patrick Mahomes, are they getting Caleb Williams? Who the hell is they getting Jalen Hurts? Who the hell they
is
getting?
if Tom Brady
Who?
comes out?
They
If
ain't
Tom
got- hey,
Brady
you-
comes
they,
out of
they definitely gonna do
retirement,
with Tua.
if Tom Brady was to come out of fucking retirement, I would go live on fucking YouTube and fucking absolutely. I probably would do a TikTok video about the shit. I mean, like I said, I do want to give credit to Mike Vrabel, the Patriots coach. I know that I'm talking a lot of shit about the Patriots, but they were one of the only teams ever to finish this, to go 9-0 on the road. They just didn't show up in the Super Bowl. That 2 weeks off could have hurt them. Their game plan coming in, I mean, they were still in the football game. They were only down 12-0 going to the fourth quarter. And they were making a drive. But guess what? May throws a fucking pick. The whole game turns around. They had a great season, 17 wins, I believe, for the Patriots total this year. But guess what? When that calendar hits opening week of 2026, those 17 wins ain't coming with them. They got to start all the way back to fuck over. They need a running back.
Mm-hmm.
They need to shore up that offensive line to make sure that Drake May has time. Drake May can run the football. I mean, you can see right there. I mean, he almost rushed for 40 yards as a quarterback. That's pretty good. But he shouldn't be your leading rusher.
Yeah.
He should not be your leading rusher by no fucking means necessary. Matt Collins, a fucking 4-string name tag receiver. Man, bro. That man scored like 5 touchdowns all season, man. Number 1 receiver for the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. Where was Stephon Diggs, man? He was too worried about Cardi B and his baby mama and all that fucking drama that was going on. Cardi B cursed him. Well, if you really want to be honest about it, you called it. I'm going to give you your flowers because that's what I do. When a motherfucker calls it, I give them their flowers. You said as soon as I sent you that tweet, that motherfucking Drake put $1 million on the Patriots, you said immediately Patriots are losing. And I was like, I don't know. No, you fucking called it. Fuck Drake.
Man,
Stop betting.
Soon you said it to me. I said, well, fuck. There we go. I said, well, because everybody know it's a joke. We nah. But anything he bet on, they always lose. Look at LA Dodgers. I mean, not Dodgers, but Toronto. He bet on it, even though he from Toronto, but still, I mean, and Toronto was playing pretty good. The World Series was a decent game, but I felt like Toronto could have played a little better, but once he betted on that, I said, well, LA finna win them another one. And they finna be loaded this year, so I know you finna make a killing off of LA.
Talk
about Dodgers people.
Well, to be fair, this game compared to what the Blue Jays did is like walking outside and it's dark, and then tomorrow morning walking outside it's day, because the Toronto Blue Jays were actually 3 outs 3 outs away from winning the World Series. But that fucking Drake curse, fucking oh boy, hits a home run to tie the game, and the Dodgers end up winning the World Series in extra innings. But they went 7 games, bro. So the World Series was way better than this shit. But the Dodgers, if you bet against the Dodgers next year, then you're a fucking fool. They're so fucking stacked. They might not lose a game. They're so fucking stacked. They're gonna lose a game, but I mean, man, Drake, stay the fuck away from the casinos. Stop betting on these teams. Stop fucking cursing these motherfuckers because you suck. We know you got money. Hell, you could have sent me that $1 million. If you're gonna donate, motherfucker, send that shit to the EVP. I'll put my PayPal online for your ass. Or just fuck it.
So
you ain't got
it. I think you agreed and sent it to me. I said, yep, I know what that means. I said, well, if I had any money, I would have probably bet it. I would have probably bet a lot on Seattle, but the odds were so low. I was like, man, even before you said something, I was like, man, the odds low as heck for Seattle. You had to put at least 100 just to get, see a little something. And you probably was gonna see what, maybe like $50 more add on to your 100. So you probably would have got, let's say you bet 100, you might would have had another 150. So you would have got a little something, but still, you're like, man, come on, man.
I mean, I understand.
So I said, yep.
I understand his bet. I do understand his bet. He was getting 2-1 to his money. I mean, the Patriots were plus 280 or something like that. But Drake, bro, if your fucking stupid ass wants to donate, look, I'll start putting my PayPal up before the. Hey, if you're gonna bet on the fucking NHL this year, make sure you follow me on X. Make sure you follow me on X.
He will.
So I can put my PayPal on there for you.
I don't see no bet on that, so you might want to follow that page. Whoever he bet on, you might want to go opposite. I don't see them bet on that too. I think. Hey man, okay, you don't believe me, CJ?
Oh, I believe you.
NHL win and he bet on them. You gonna be like, you gonna sit there watch the game and say, man,
I'm not betting on him.
Keep that man away from the casino and say, hey, I told you.
Look, Drake.
It's just crazy. I think they do, and it's crazy. Vegas let them do that because you be like, well, fuck. Hey, come out before the game, so everybody be like, well, hey, let's go for this other team because every time he do it, the other team always lose. The one he bet on, it's crazy.
He's like, oh, it's okay. It's just $1 million. Here you go, Vegas. I mean, it's not like you're not fucking everybody else. So here's an extra $1 million for you guys. I mean,
yeah. You can donate that. Vegas don't got our money and his money. Like, man, come on, man. Can Vegas? Can you let somebody win something? Can we get the NTDs, man?
Donate that shit to DWE, bro. Spread that shit out through the whole fucking team. Don't give it to Vegas. Hell, we'll all put our cash apps and Venmos and PayPals out there. God damn, whoever he bets on in the NBA Finals, I'm going the other way. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Man, he love doing that too. I know NBA he'll do it. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he did NHL too. He might don't, but I think he do. Anytime it's like one of them finals or like stuff like that, he always do it, man. And every time it never fails.
Well,
it's
I know
either you just don't care, or you might got the worstest luck in the world. One of the two.
It's both. It's probably both. But I know that this is an NFL show, but like when we get close to like the NBA playoffs, and obviously the NBA finals, you never know about us. We may throw out a surprise NBA finals, or me and Miami may plan a stream when the NBA playoffs starts and say, hey, NBA playoff stream predictions, and we make our picks, in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference, and and obviously, who's going to be in the finals and who's going to win. Because right now, I mean, I'm not the biggest NBA fan, but I've been following it enough because obviously I've donated a lot to FanDuel this year because of it. But it's not a lock for the Thunder to win anymore. I just don't think so. And by the way, while we're talking about the NBA, fuck you, Stephen.
No.
Fuck you,
Heck
Castle. Fuck you, Castle. Fuck you, Julius Randle. Because I bet you motherfuckers for 4 weeks straight for triple double every single day. I put $5 on your bitch asses to get a triple double. And the 2 days I don't bet you guys, you get a triple back to fucking back. So both of you guys can just suck an ass.
And what I text you when I said, didn't I tell you I said do it? You like, Miami. The day I don't do it, I said, I told you do it. I said I couldn't do it because I ain't in a bad state. I said, do it. I said it gonna hit. I said he ain't hit it. I know, because one thing I learned about damn jokers, if they go 2 or 3 days without hitting it, they'll either hit that third or fourth day. I'm starting to notice that it's a trend. They done it every time. It's like how you be caught on with them on NHL. I don't caught on to y'all NBA. Y'all ain't tricking nobody. I knew, and then I told them, I said, well, nobody ain't gonna hit big. Well, you got a few here and there, but after this All-Star break, y'all about to get it where y'all fit in, cause boy, you gonna be back hitting again because they're gonna start back playing again.
Mm-hmm.
How the reserves get all these damn points yesterday, CJ? The reserves, man, come on, man. I knew it was rigged. I said, man, you gotta be kidding me.
You seen the slip that I sent you that was plus 22,000 for assists? Like I never even heard of 2 of those guys, and that motherfucker hit last night.
Either. You seen what I said when you sent him? I said that hit. I'm like, how the heck that hit? I'm like, who the heck hit him? I'm like, man, come on.
It cashed out half of Twitter on that motherfucker, like, and then Brookie and them. So I don't know much about the Dove Club, but I know they're number 1. I've seen the rankings. They are number 1 in cappers, as far as like success rate. So like, if you guys are gonna join, somebody, the Dove Club is not a terrible idea. I don't know their prices. I'm not in there. I probably should have been in there. But Brookie and Vic, they be throwing some shit together, and that should be hitting, man. I'm talking about big dumbass parlays, like 18 legs. I don't know how they do it, but they cashed out half of X last night. So if you people bet on NBA tonight, y'all are donating like a motherfucker. Cause boy, your boy.
Most times, sometimes I fit like last night. I showed you. I had one person on that 15 for 15. You said, "Dang, that's a big slip," and one person didn't hit that 15. I supposed to hit that 14. I said, "CJ, you can't make this up, boy."
By the way, I didn't want to throw salt into the wound for you, but by the way, that fucker that didn't hit for us when I told your 15 for 15 that night with Nick Claxton, that motherfucker had like 5. I think he had 5 or 6 threes last night. He scored like 25, 26 points yesterday.
Oh, that one that you told me to do that other day.
No, the one that
3-pointer one.
No, the guy that you put on the 15 for 15 that I told, and Claxton was Clowney, not Claxton, Clowney.
Clowney. Oh yeah.
He scored 25 last night with 4 or 5 threes.
And that day that I did it, he got what, 8, I think.
He had 10 points. 10 points.
Yeah, 18. Man, I was like, man, you can't make.
He had 12 points.
He usually get.
He had 12 points in the first quarter yesterday. Like, man, you can't make this shit up, man. These NBA people, boy.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get them. You got to get them after the All-Star break.
Hope I stay out of bed and stay a couple days because Yeah, I said, hey, I don't care because I said, hey, if I stay out of bed state all the way up to the All-Star break, I'm good. Because get what? When I come back, if I be in the best state, I'm tearing they butt up. I'm tearing them
Well, I
up.
will tell.
I
I
don't
will
got
tell
too
you.
close. See, I almost got him. I almost got him last night. I showed you. See, I said I almost got him. They slipped. He had 14. He both had 15. I said they know because you like Miami. That's a big old slip. I said I
Yeah.
almost got him. I was like, man, imagine that would have hit. Oh, I said, Joker was like, hey man, when y'all gonna drop their Discord? I almost got him. I said, yeah. See, I said they knew. I said they keep messing with me. It's too close. They ain't gonna let everybody hit. And you, like I said, you might get a few here and there. You just gotta pick the right ones. But man, when you showed me that
Well,
one yesterday, I was like, man, ain't no way that hit. I was like,
no,
that's impossible.
no. And the thing about it is, um, with going to the NHL, they've been off for like 4 or 5 days because most of their great players are playing in the Olympics right now. So when they come back, bro, man, NHL, that shit. If you don't bet the first week that NHL's back, that's when you're gonna make the fucking money. That's when that big dumb stupid ass parlays are gonna hit. All these people that don't never score, they ain't gonna be scoring. All those. But you gotta think these people that's playing in the Olympics are gonna be worn the fuck out. So maybe it will be like that. Maybe it will be these plus 600 odds that score the first week when hockey come back from the Olympics. So it's baseball season super close, bro. We're like less than a month away from pitchers and catchers report in a couple of weeks. So y'all motherfuckers be ready because I'm counting the fucking days. I'm gonna bust y'all's ass for all this shit y'all put me through this year with the NFL. I don't know, man. I mean, it's I was hoping that we was gonna have a whole lot to talk about when it comes to the Super Bowl, but guess what? There's just not really a
This is my early prediction, and I don't care. I don't care NFL because we know y'all watch our show because guess what? Every time me and CJ tell these folks what to bet, y'all either let it hit or don't hit. So we know y'all watching. So hey, how y'all doing? But my early pick is gonna be Bengals and the Jaguars. I mean, Jaguars, Jacksonville Jaguars. I ain't going nowhere else. It gotta be there. It, now my Eagles, I don't know. I'm a little shaky on them because I gotta see. Like I say, y'all gotta join me on Twitch, and that's why y'all gotta join me on Twitch because as we do this draft, because I'm gonna do it the week before the draft, and I got all the links of what the mock draft gonna be, and I'm gonna break it down all the way up to when me and CJ come back. Because I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Even look at a couple bets, see how the odds are going for like until when me and CJ come back. Because when we come back for NFL and we do these fantasy leagues and really get into it, well, we ain't gonna miss a beat next year. Man, it bad not. I need to see who the Dolphins gonna get. Because it better not be the Dolphins. It can't be the Dolphins.
I'm gonna reiterate. We're gonna reiterate again that once we do start the NFL recap show back up in 2026, I hope you guys enjoyed all these free picks this year because I'm not putting them out no more. Because FanDuel's watching this shit.
We got 4 weeks of free picks. What we say about Houston defense?
I told them
4 times. If they didn't put no money on that CJ, then we don't know what we doing here.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do, guys. I tried to give y'all free money. Come next year,
Man,
you motherfuckers.
If they ain't tell the 15 for 15 you played on our bet page, then I don't know what to do for them then.
I mean,
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna slow down. I said I'm gonna wait till CJ let me know. I might post a little bit more to CJ, but like what he said, I'm getting close to like a week or two. I'm like, all right, I'm done with the goddamn damn page. I'm waiting for CJ because I came close last night. NBA, y'all could have gave me that one. It would have been a big slip. CJ Senior, he
Mhm.
said, "Man, that's a big old slip."
Yeah,
man.
that was a
I
big
said, I'm trying
slip.
to catch him. I said, I'm trying to catch him slipping, and I almost did.
You
I
almost caught
almost
him
did.
slipping. Well,
I
I hope you
almost caught him
got.
slipping.
I hope you motherfuckers enjoyed all the free picks because next year I am not putting my shit out there for FanDuel to be watching. There's probably a FanDuel plant. There's probably somewhere on YouTube listening to me in Miami saying what we gonna pick every week. I am not doing that shit next year. That shit will strictly be in the Discord. And if you don't see it in the Discord, like all these other motherfuckers be trying to cash out all the X, I'm not trying to cash out the whole X. I'm trying to cash out people that's committed to coming into the Discord. Now, I mean, yeah, it'd be great to cash out all of X. And I be trying to tell motherfuckers that do be cashing all out of X, but every time I tell them,
We
they
ain't
don't
doing
hit.
that until we start getting once we start getting these people, we'll do giveaways. You know, we'll like I say, I know me and CJ, I'm gonna ask them. Like, you know, we'll probably add some people to the team, but right now it's just gonna be me and CJ for a while. You know, y'all gotta bear with us. We just started, but hey, and CJ don't see y'all lucky NBA ain't been playing them double for doubles because I've been hearing y'all on that. Now I told CJ, I said, hey, maybe play the triple. He's like, I said, play the last two. He said, no, I ain't missed. I said, play the last two. Play it for me, CJ. I was like, I was like, gonna be mad at him. Like, man, but that shit here. I'm like, I told you. I'm like, I
God damn
told
it,
you.
man.
They lucky I can't go in there and play it. They lucky
I
I'm
mean,
in Texas, boy. Cause if I was in Louisiana, I would have played that bad boy.
Oh shit, yeah, you can't fucking do anything in Texas. They got that shit so fucking straight out. But yeah, I mean,
Man,
it's been it. First off, I definitely want to shout out to Miami. You know, we started this off. You know, I kind of came to Miami with the idea and was like, hey, like I think a sports show, or Miami came to me about it actually and said, hey, like I think a sports show would be like, you know, something to add to your channel. You know, where we can start getting more eyes on it and stuff like that, which was fucking fantastic idea. And then obviously, like, you know, I was off camera for, you know, 8 weeks, and then Miami just held it down. He just kept it going with the Inside the Mind. And then I came back, and, you know, we finished all the way from, I think it was probably around week 10 or so, week 11, all the way till, you know, to the Super Bowl. So it was a phenomenal first stretch, but we're just getting started, guys, because we're branching like we're still going to do the show obviously, but this show is branching off into bigger things such as capping and you know, putting plays in Discord and getting people to come in there and tell our plays. So like this is a building block to obviously to something bigger. And we'll be back, you know, we'll be back, you know, before week 1, you know, to preview week 1. And then we'll be back to recap week 1 next year. You know, we want, you know, the recap stuff is not going anywhere, but there's so much that we can do from this, but I just don't really. I mean, so I do have one question. Were you surprised at all that for the first time in, I don't know, it's been a long time since I can remember this, but a running back actually got the fucking Super Bowl MVP? Like I've seen Tom Brady win so many MVPs as quarterback. Kenneth Walker won the MVP, and he should have.
yeah.
Because Sam Darnold didn't even throw for 250 yards. He had one TD pass. Kenneth Walker dominated the game on the ground.
I was interested in seeing who they were gonna give it to. They should have gave it to the goddamn kicker, CJ. I'm still gonna say it should have been the kicker. Yeah, the kicker made y'all win the game. Let's be honest. I was like, man, but I was shocked. They show all the MVPs and mostly been running backs. It's been a few here and there. That's I think one was a wide receiver one time, and they had someone else when it at 1 year. So but I told people that this may be the first time that last year we had a running back who won the NFL MVP, and this year we had a running back that won the Super Bowl MVP. So running backs have won MVP in two different ways, but back to back, really one was in the NFL MVP. Everybody knows saying running backs.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's great because you know how the NFL views the running back once they get a certain age. You know, they say once you get it ain't like wide receiver, a quarterback. Once you get 30, they kind of move on from you. So hopefully this is a bright future for running backs, man. Hopefully this will open up a lot of eyes where a lot of teams will start valuing the running back. Um Will we see more running next year?
No.
It all depends. I want to be really interested. That's why I want everybody to join me when we do this draft to see what these teams are going to get. I think them 3 days, like I say, I go on from when the draft come on, and I might stay on for about 2-3 hours, and just next day. So I'm gonna probably do a CJ. I'm gonna be on that Thursday. I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, if I'm not mistaken, or it's
Mhm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And they all in the afternoon. So about time, I think I have 2 shows on that Saturday because we'll do DW Radio, and I'll probably turn around and have to do the draft. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy. But like I say, after that, it'll be I'll probably switch it up. I'll probably do every Wednesday since CJ is gonna be having a show Thursday. So me and him won't bump together because I won't be on my X page. Y'all only will see that show on Twitch. So it'll probably be every Wednesday, maybe late night Wednesday, where I go over like maybe 7-8 o'clock, where we'll still talk about teams of what we seeing them at, where everybody grade them. Like I say, that's all we're gonna get until the season start. Even if me and CJ don't start preseason, y'all will be seeing me review preseason until we come back. And then once we get that week 1, we back on X, we back on YouTube, and then we'll see all of y'all. Hopefully y'all come for Twitch. Probably by then, I could probably link my Twitch to CJ thing because
Mhm.
he getting his stuff together, and we'll be linking from there, man. So hopefully y'all fans will come over there, and we'll have the NFL fans, because I feel like, man, when we get 200 some people, man, I think they should we'll be in them 500s, man. They should like it
Oh
ain't
yeah.
nothing because we know people
100%.
love sports. So
I mean, because we're gonna have your Twitch, we're gonna have Talk It Up, we're gonna have my Instagram, we're gonna have my TikTok. I don't have a crazy following on TikTok, but there's a lot of sports fans that I do have on TikTok. So we're gonna have so many platforms going with these sports shows next year that it's gonna blow the fuck up. And anybody that says, "Oh well, we're the best sports podcast," well, no, you're not, because the numbers don't lie. I know you motherfuckers at StreamYard don't like generating my clips for these NFL shows. That's why I got something for y'all's ass tonight.
well,
I'm not.
I know why. When you pay for the one that you're gonna do for the 84, it will. That's why you only paying for so many. That's
Okay.
why. Because I figured I said I don't know why I did it until I read it on your thing. And I said,
Mm,
oh, that's why. Because it now generate a lot for me now, but that's because I went up on the
yeah.
price. Because that's why I want to add this female. Because I know Final Boss gonna get her blue check, so I'm gonna replace it with TikTok, which I don't go live on TikTok because I don't care too much about TikTok, but she'll replace the TikTok, so we'll be on the Talk It Up, her page, my page, and then Twitch. So when that
Yeah.
happens, it's gonna be like I said, y'all already see After Slam, he on all the pages, and his page, and then CJ gonna follow suit. So y'all might well give it up, man. It's over. We told y'all. I said winter was here, and it ain't just stopping winter. It's gonna go on to the whole year. Ain't no breaks for me November. I'll probably be by myself November, December, because I get Final Boss break. Because usually we take a break together, but I will continue on with the content November, December to carry it on to the next year. So ain't gonna be no stop train for me, man.
I mean, you know, there was a couple of weeks, obviously, you know it. You were like, damn, bro, like you're fucking like you're pumping it out there like 12 straight days. And then I just crashed. I wasn't wore out, but I was like, these last 2 weeks, like I've enjoyed like, you know, having the Saturday off, and then obviously I listen to you guys on Saturdays, but then like having the Wednesdays and Thursdays off. You know, LFG hasn't started back up yet, but when we get close to the end of February, like, guess what? This motherfucker is it's gonna be another 7-day week, because we're gonna have Elimination Chamber prediction show. We're gonna have Elimination Chamber recap. Fucking NXT will be having a PLE the week after that. And then when we get to WrestleMania season, man, talking about fucking, we are going to try to go for the biggest, because by then I'm going to be able to put 15 people in this motherfucker for a prediction show, because I'm going to upgrade the plan. But we're going to have a monster WrestleMania. I would like to have a big Elimination Chamber one as well. But we're going to have a monster WrestleMania prediction show. And then obviously, like just like last year, I'm going to do a night 1 and a night 2 recap. So it's going to be a lot of thumbs, obviously, because, you know, you got a WrestleMania prediction show, and then you got a night 1 WrestleMania, night 2 recap. So, like, you know, these couple of days off, you know, during this lull period before Elimination Chamber have been nice. But, you know, now that Doubleheader Tuesdays is concluding after Graveyard tonight, which is what I call NXT, my Graveyard show, you know, starting next Thursday, which I'll make the announcement at the end of the stream. I don't know what time yet. I'll have to get with Miami, and I'll probably have to look at TNA, maybe Mr. Stampede, because he knows a lot about that too as well. But starting next Thursday, since I won't be doing 2 streams next Tuesday, starting next Thursday, I'll gonna be doing a TNA recap show. But I don't know, man. It's been fun. It's been a hell of a ride. This is just the beginning, though. This is a building block to something that's just gonna absolutely take off. Miami's been telling you guys for weeks it's over. I guess y'all motherfuckers didn't want to listen. But y'all gonna see. I mean, we got 240 people in here. I mean, I had 100 people in here Sunday,
Man.
and they were doing the national anthem for the Super Bowl.
Man, don't get me started. Don't get me started on that. Woo. Man, you at the slam boy, Sunday boy.
We killed it.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. That was. Hey, man, look, give us the crown for that one, cause boy, ain't no way we pulled that one off. I was like, man, hey, that's pretty goddamn good.
I was so surprised to even when I started Scooped, I was like, man, if I get 50 people in here, like I'll be lucky, because like Super Bowl's I started getting like updates that they were doing the national anthem. I'm like, fuck. And I got a lot of news to put out. So obviously this coming weekend, you know, I told them I would go a little bit longer, because I did cut Scoops a little short, because I wanted to see who the first fucking touchdown. I missed the first touchdown the last fucking 3 weeks.
Kept going, because it wasn't gonna be one.
Yeah, I could have just kept going all the way to the fourth quarter. But you know, this coming weekend, obviously, I can give a more fuller breakdown of Elimination Chamber. Uh, all these injuries are piling up in WWE. Triple H is changing
Man,
fucking main events every other day. So it's really hard to predict. But I'm still gonna pop it out there, and we got stuff planned. But it's been one hell of a season. Miami. We almost at the 250, and I know by the time that by tomorrow, your Twitter page will be like probably close to 500 or 600. I just I mean I did really well for Raw last night, especially on YouTube. I was averaging over 100 a week for like 3 weeks, and then it just kind of dipped off. But last night,
it was bad.
yeah, it was terrible. Well, last night was really bad, but I mean, I got close to 50 people just on YouTube last night, and then there was like between 200 and 300 in here. Between basically mainly your ex, because I feel like when I do upgrade, I may just take my ex off of here. I'm definitely taking my Facebook off of here. Because even though I have 6K subscribers, a lot of them people are just like people that don't even really watch wrestling, or I don't even know who the fuck they are. It was from follow trains and shit like that. So like my ex, sometimes I'll get 100 or something, but majority it's all coming from Miami's ex. So if I had streamed this probably to just Miami's and talk it up, then we probably would have maybe 400 or 500 in here.
That's
but
Slam.
Oh, I know. I watched it. I watched it.
Never had it, and I was like, yeah. I was like, shit. That
It just
well, boy.
the only thing is it runs up the views on X. But like last night was the first time that I've seen, because my YouTube views were like dipped as far as like the recaps. But like last night, even though Raw was shitty as fuck, I still got like 50 something views and end up getting, and then them shorts, bro. Like the shorts are like real. Fucking StreamYard generated like 10 shorts for me last night for Raw. So yeah, I put out 10 shorts last night for Raw. So, or it might have been 8. I don't know. It was a lot, but the best is yet to come. We're about 25 minutes in. So we're gonna spend the last 25 plus minutes. Obviously, we're gonna go back through and do the outro. Saying goodbye for now. It's not goodbye forever. It's goodbye for now, because I'm telling you, this is just a building block to huge things to come. And we're gonna be back for the NFL recaps next season, 100%, 1,000,000%. And then obviously we'll go back and play After the Slam video again, to try to get people, to pay attention, man. Don't miss out on this chance. Unless there's something else you want to talk about, Miami, we'll do that.
Let's wrap it up, and we hope to see y'all again next year, man. Hope we get a better NFL season. Like I say, once you do the outro, we'll tell everybody what we're gonna do for far as the NFL offseason and all the things coming up, man. But other than that, I don't have nothing else to say.
Yeah, we'll get to at the end. Obviously, we'll go in after I play the videos and all that. We'll go in and tell all these people what we got coming up, and what the plans are going forward and stuff like that. But you guys enjoy the outro and After the Slam podcast. Great season of NFL sports, fellas. From Greg, thank you so much, Greg, and thank you for all the hard work that you do as well. This is just a start, man. We're gonna blow all these other sports podcasts out of the water. Yeah, you guys enjoy the outro. Maybe next year we'll have an NFL outro to say thank you to all you people for coming in. And then we'll play After the Slam video. telling you how to get into that raffle. I'm 16 away from 200, so man, I'm getting close. I'm getting really close. So this raffle was a fucking phenomenal idea. But yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we'll be back to tell you where you can find us on our socials and what we got coming up. And we're so grateful for you guys for tuning in for a whole season. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back to tell you what where you can find us and what we got coming up.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
There are a lot of podcasts out there, but only one with this kind of energy.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go, show recaps predictions sports
In one podcast.
Welcome to EVP Show Recaps Predictions Sports. Let go.
All right, so here is the video from After the Slam podcast. Like I said, the ways to get into this raffle for the WWE, the classic WWF Intercontinental Championship is to make sure you scan the barcode that's on the video, and I will show at the end. And you pay the $15 for the entry. The raffle will go all the way to Elimination Chamber February 28th. After the Slam will draw the winner on March the 1st. And it will be a continuous thing with belts, as like After Slam said in the video. But most importantly, to get entered into this raffle, you must subscribe to After the Slam podcast, Talk It Up Wrestling podcast, and the EVP show to get fully entered into this raffle, guys. So enjoy the video. And if anybody has any questions after, then obviously me and Miami or After Slam can answer, but it's pretty self-explanatory. But here is After the Slam with the newest thing that's brought to WWE, the raffle for the WWF Intercontinental Championship.
Hey guys, it's me, Bodacious Albert from the After the Slam podcast, and today we are announcing big news. For the first time in After the Slam history, we are going to do our first raffle giveaway. After the Slam podcast and the DWE, we're giving away our first championship belt. It's easy to enter. All you got to do is scan that QR code and pay $15 to enter the raffle. And guess what? It's simple. If every $15 you put in, it's an extra raffle and a better spot for you to win. And what am I talking about? We are giving away the classic Intercontinental Championship. This title is going to be given away to a lucky winner. All you got to do is scan that QR code and pay that $15. Imagine winning a championship belt for only $15. But there's also a catch. You need to subscribe to all of the DWE members' YouTube channels. After the Slam, Talk It Up, and the EVP show. So get going. Get a chance to win an IC championship belt shipped straight to your door. Only $15. It's all in your hands. The funds of this contest will go on to buying a new championship belt every single month, so we can do a giveaway. So don't miss it. Become the Intercontinental Champion of the IWC. For more info, look at the description below and you can see all the details there. Become the Intercontinental Champion.
There is the QR code, guys. Yeah, like he said, it's all in your hands. I actually put the video myself on my TikTok page, on my Instagram as well, for anybody that's not watching live from my TikTok or Instagram right now, because fucking StreamYard won't allow it. But yeah, it's pretty simple, guys. Make sure you get that entry in before Elimination Chamber. It's all in your hands. It's fucking phenomenal title to win for $15. So shout out to After Slam, Miami, and DWE for all putting this on. It's definitely a way to become some, get that, be the Intercontinental Champion of the IWC, and obviously helps all of us out as well at DWE. So once again, shout out to everybody, 250 people that have tuned in today. thank you guys so much for watching us do this entire season. I've enjoyed it a whole lot, but it's just a start. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. Um, but I'm gonna kick it over to my partner in crime, the man that held it down for me for 8 weeks. And yeah, Miami, you I appreciate what you did. When I was going through the rough patch, and I can't wait to come back next season with you and do this all over again. Tell all these wonderful people where they can find you on your socials, what you got coming up next, and just let them know what's up.
I want to say this first, CJ, and I was gonna save it for DW Radio, but this will not be the last giveaway for DW. Right after this raffle, there may be 2 giveaways. Next month, the month of March. Ashley DWE Radio will be doing a giveaway for the WWE 2K26 game, but you still have to subscribe to CJ's YouTube and at the Slam YouTube, but you don't have to subscribe to Talk It Up. You have to follow us on Twitch and follow us on DWE Radio on Spotify. And guess
Nice.
what? We will be giving away all 3 copies.
Wow.
Well, all 4 copies. My bad. All 4 copies of that. But
Wow.
you have to subscribe to that. This will happen right after the Slam. So there will be probably 2 contests next month. Next
Oh
month.
wow.
And that will be something that I will come up with. All we need is your gamer tagger. You don't have to worry about giving us your information. Just be your gamer tagger, and you will receive that in your whatever system you have. I'm pretty sure you could probably do it on any system. I think you can do it from PlayStation 5 because that's what I have. And you can receive it as a gift on DWE. That will be one of the things that we will tell all these subscribers that are subscribing to CJ's YouTube, at the Slam YouTube. But like I say, once again, this will be for the DWE Twitch page. That's the only twist to ours. And also you going on to the Spotify to get us a Spotify, because we need you guys to listen to us on Spotify. Y'all come to the lives. Y'all, we got 252 people here. Subscribe to CJ. So on YouTube. Yes, come to y'all guys on YouTube. Because you never know, X might be down and your guys might want to know what Alive is at, and we're on YouTube. There you go. We'll have these same 252 people over there on YouTube. You won't have to worry about finding us. We all know how YouTube is. So this will not be the last giveaway. You can get whatever copy you want. Like I say, whoever wins, each one, every time there's a new winner, that copy will no longer be available. We'll move on to the next copy. If that copy is no longer available, you'll get the next copy. One of you might get the copy of Triple H on there. We know how much everyone hated that one, but hey, it might be the last one left, but it is what it is. But I hope you guys are going to love these giveaways. We will have some merch coming soon. Not just for DW Radio. I will talk to Slam and CJ of putting some stuff on t-shirts for them. Giving them the benefits of that off of that. So hopefully that's something I've been working on for us. So hey man, we're really trying to put in some work for DWE crew. I always like thanking CJ and the After Slam for joining us. We're always looking for more people to join us. The great work we're doing for them, we're pleasure to do with anyone else, but we will do our research. We will do our to you because we know how people are. We are not affiliating with no one else anymore, but we will take people to join us because we trust ourselves over anyone else. That's just is now because we got to focus on DWE now. But other than that, man, join us this Saturday. Like I say, y'all can catch us every Saturday. Either sometimes it's at 4 p.m., sometimes it's at 12 o'clock p.m. Sometimes it could be a little later on Saturday. But we go live every Saturday. If you don't know where to find me, that's Miami the Great 305 on X or the Talk It Up podcast page where we go live and do DWE Radio. Where we talk about everything that happened throughout the week. Monday and Friday. It's a little different from what CJ do. CJ does the recaps. We actually do like the, what our thoughts were of what both shows was, what we think future matches are going to happen. Even though CJ does scoop, we still do our fantasy booking. That's the magic of DWE. But other than that, Talk It Up will be back soon. Twitch will be coming back with like I say on Twitch, I will be doing break it down with Miami in March because I'm a little tired of with CJ for football. So we'll do break it down for once a month again. I know you guys was wondering where it went, but I can't do it on X because I got haters. So I'm whatever what I was doing on my X page, it will be on Twitch. So that's why we'll be doing these giveaways. So y'all can add us on Twitch too. So y'all can get that exclusive content. I'm pretty sure CJ will be adding the Twitch when we come back for football. Because like I say, that's what I'm gonna be building it up for. So when we come back next year, you guys who will be on there over there on Twitch, you'll see where our YouTube and X's are at. But other than that, CJ, that's all we got going on for DWE, man. Like I say, break it down the off season with Miami. That's what we'll be called. And I will be doing parlays over there because I seen all y'all odds and NFL. I know y'all trying to throw us off, but you know maybe I Rams are my sleeper though, CJ. I'm not gonna lie to you. They my sleeper because they try to trick. They try to make us think that CJ. I think they try to trick us. But
I know.
their colors, I'm like,
I know they are.
I'm gonna put them on there because the odds are real. You see the odds are how the odds already on the Rams.
I know.
Like, So when I see you post, I say, yep. But I ain't going with the Seattle one. Y'all might give them a little money. I might put $1 on the Rams, but I'm going with a couple. I'm gonna get a couple of these colors in here and there. That y'all got. I gotta hit one of them early. Let me get one of the early odds first. So that's what the whole Twitch page is gonna be for, CJ. And I can't wait till we do our fantasy stuff and all the stuff in that, man. So y'all please join us on Twitch. That'll be the build up for me and CJ's not NFL, but the watch parties that we are doing over there. That's only gonna be over there, and also the inside the mind of Miami all season and parlays. That's what the show is gonna be called now, and also the break it down with Miami, where I break down matches that it could be from New Japan, AEW, WWE. TNA. If you want me to break down a match of what I think of the match, I will watch it and tell you my thoughts of it. I do miss doing it, and I'm bringing it back. So people are asking for both of those shows. But other than that, see, I can't wait the next year. I'm going to miss being your co-host, but guess what? I'll be back next year.
Oh yeah, we talk every day, so it's just
we know that.
it's just the beginning. We got big things coming. And thank you, like I said, for holding it down for me. And I look forward to everything you got going in the off season, to get us back, ready for the 2026-2027 recap season and fantasy and everything else that we do here on the EVP show and on Twitch and everywhere else that we're going to be streaming at that point in time. Like I said, thank you to everybody that's tuned in to us. We've turned this into a massive sports podcast, with just two guys that love sports. That we have fun with each other. We never get mad. We lose a lot and we win a lot. It's part of it. But it's been a lot of fun. As far as my socials. You can see it in the pretty blue that Miami made down there for me. You can find me on X at EVPCJP. Please start subscribing to me on Instagram and TikTok, guys, because as soon as I upgrade, some of these streams are going to be live streamed to Instagram and TikTok as well. On Instagram, you can find me at EVPCJP. You can see all of Miami and Greg's great video work from our streams because that's where I put them. I put them on Instagram and TikTok to promote the stream that I have coming up. And then on TikTok, you can find me at Brady BRADYDA, not THE, because a lot of people keep asking me that. It's at Brady the Goat 21. Obviously, all my links are in my bio, so you can see it across the bottom if you ever go back and watch the stream. And most importantly, last but not least, make sure you hit that subscribe, like and subscribe button after the Slam Podcast, Talk It Up Wrestling Podcast, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and that is at the EVP Show. If you guys are not subscribed, all you have to do is type in at the EVP Show in the search bar. And if you guys go back and watch the stream tonight, spam the shit out of the likes. That helps get my streams in the algorithm. I think I had 6 or 7 likes on the Royal Rumble prediction show, which was fucking huge. This is Miami's Twitch page, https twitch.tv/DWE_watch_along. Follow the page here.
Let's put in DWE_watch_along. It'll pop right up.
Yeah, I'm subscribed.
Easy. Yep.
So I have a Twitch as well, but I'm not like, she said I'm hood. Now this is actually my hunting jacket. This is Mossy Oak. So I changed it up a little bit for the last episode. Going a little Mossy Oak tonight. The Golden Boys hood. But yeah, make sure you guys follow me on YouTube. I'm so close, guys, to 200 subscribers, and that's my goal by WrestleMania. I've been telling Miami since I joined DWE. I've gained 84 subscribers since I joined up with this great company. So thank you to Miami and everything that they do for me. So what I have coming up next, tonight, I will be back for the last part of Doubleheader Tuesday for a while, for the 2 shows on Tuesday, for what I call the graveyard show, because everybody's fucking either passed the fuck out or just don't want to listen to NXT. But it's a big show tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in to my NXT recap show. Then I will be back Friday, as there's 2 big Elimination Chamber qualifiers at 11:30 p.m. Eastern for my SmackDown recap. And then you can join me Sunday for a Sunday Night Scoops, one of the newest shows brought to DWE, episode number 7 at 6 p.m. Eastern. There's no football this weekend, so I can fully concentrate, give you guys the news, the scoops, and I will open up Q&A for the last 30 minutes. Next week, it's back. Well, it's going to change a little bit next week, guys, because next week we're going to have Raw at 11 p.m. Eastern, and then she wants to see the Mossy Oak. She said, okay, there you go, my final boss baby. So we're going to have Raw next week, and then there won't be Doubleheader Tuesday, but I will be back for NXT next Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night, I'm going to go ahead and say tentatively, it's either going to be 10:30 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. Eastern will be the debut of the TNA recap show to the EVP show and to the DWE network next Thursday night. TNA recap. Tune in to that at 10:30 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. Eastern. I haven't decided yet. And then obviously I'm back Friday for your SmackDown recap at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, and then back Sunday again for episode 8 of Sunday Scoops. But that is it, guys. Thank you for such a great season, Miami. We're 5 minutes away from the Graveyard Show. So I will see you guys back at 10:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Shout out to 261 people watching live. I am the EVP of the EVP show and the golden boy with the hood, as the unseen Bling Queen, shopping Bling Queen said, accompanied by the CEO and the head of the table of DWE Miami the Great. And that's it, folks, until we go to the next NFL season on this channel. Make sure you tune in to all the stuff that Miami talked about on Twitch to get you ready for the next NFL season here on the EVP show. That being said,
don't forget there's only one DWE. I think that'll be our new outro now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that at the end.
I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. It's only one. We love influencing people. So hey, don't never forget that.
Well, that's why I call you the often imitated, never duplicated. But yeah, so see you guys tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the NXT Graveyard Show. Please tune in if you can. I would love to get some numbers on NXT because man, YouTube is killing me with my NXT shows. And stay tuned when LFG picks back up. I will be streaming LFG recaps on Sundays as well. So that'll be doubleheader Sunday at that point. I don't know when, they haven't announced, but stay tuned for that. But I'm the golden boy of DWE, and I'm accompanied with the CEO and the head of the table, Miami the Great of DWE as well. And there is only one place to be, and that is DWE. See you guys later on tonight, folks. Good night.